It is time for Avatar: The Last Airbender, Episode 3. If you want the entire unedited episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender, any of the seasons we're going to do, because we've just started it, go to our Patreon page. The VIP tier is where it's at. They have all unedited episodes of every series we've done. The Last of Us, Arcane, album reactions, it's all over there on Patreon. Go check it out. YouTube will get Avatar reactions each week. Edited, shortened down about half of the version, but go over there. There's good chat rooms and all kinds of good stuff, and a great way to support a channel as well. Can we not waste any time? Avatar: The Last Airbender, Episode 3, The Southern Air Temple. Without further ado, let's see what the mental health is as we left off with, the thing that I loved about the first two episodes is this beginning of relationship and understanding what culture is and what tradition is. Book 1, Water. Chapter 3, The Southern Air Temple. I thought they were going to the North Pole.
Wait till you see it, Katara. The Air Temple is one of the most beautiful places in the world.
Aang, I know you're excited, but it's been 100 years since you've been home.
She's bringing the human element in here. She's like, let me just give you a little bit of just solace here. Things can change, and that can be to any of us in life. Things can change when we go back to something that used to be. Sometimes life's different, and it's not what it was when you left off with it. So she's trying to give a little bit of balance here, levity, and hopefully he can hear that. She's so perfect for him. She's a good balancer. She's a good caregiver. She's a good, dependable person that loves so much. And Sokka is just a doer. I think he probably has the jealousy and the envy of Aang, but I think he's growing on him maybe. I think Aang's growing on him.
Sleep now, temple later. Ah! Get it off! Get it off! Ah!
Oh!
Great, you're awake. Let's go.
Once word gets out that he's alive, every firebender will be out looking for him, and I don't want anyone getting in the way.
Getting in the way of what, Prince Zuko? The Fire Lord's brother and son are welcome guests anytime.
Our ship is being repaired.
That's quite a bit of damage.
Yes. You wouldn't believe what happened.
What? Did we crash or something?
Yes. Right into an Earth Kingdom ship.
Really? You must regale me with all the thrilling details.
Oh, Zuko, too impatient.
Aang, before we get to the temple, I want to talk to you about the Airbenders.
What about them?
Well, I just want you to be prepared for what you might see.
Just because no one has seen an Airbender doesn't mean the Fire Nation killed them all. They probably escaped.
I know it's hard to accept.
You don't understand, Katara, and I doubt the Fire Nation has any flying bison. Right, Appa? Yep.
There's only one way to get to my people, and that's on a flying bison, because it's way up in here. How would the Fire Nation even be able to get up there? Constantly filled with hope and also just very determined and committed to his cause. And Katara's like, I just want you to be prepared, because it can be really hard and a shock if you get there. It's been 100 years. You never know. The whole place could be gone.
There it is. The Southern Air Temple.
Wow, this really is up there.
Aang, it's amazing!
She's like, oh
We're
my
home,
goodness.
buddy. We're home.
The Fire Lord will finally claim victory in this war.
Here they are, sitting there at the Fire Kingdom, plotting their conquering of the entire world, which is just, boy, this is so reminiscent of our world.
How is your search for the Avatar going?
My fault entirely.
I wonder if you meant that on purpose.
We haven't found him yet.
The Avatar died 100 years ago, along with the rest of the Airbenders.
He's not telling.
Unless you found some evidence that the Avatar is alive.
I haven't found anything. It's like you said. The Avatar probably died a long time ago. Come on, Uncle. We're going.
Commander Zhao, we interrogated the crew as you instructed. They confirmed Prince Zuko had the Avatar in custody, but let him
Oh,
escape.
wow.
Remind me,
Oh, boy.
how
Loyalty.
exactly was your ship damaged?
So that's where my friends and I would play airball. And over there is where the
Airball.
bison would sleep. And
What's wrong?
This place used to be full of monks and lemurs and bison.
So, this
Everybody
airball game,
gone?
how do you play?
Changing the subject.
Ang 7, Sokka 0.
Making him feel better is putting me in a world of
No.
hurt.
Trying to settle him down easy that I think maybe everybody's gone. And I wouldn't think the fire kingdom would have gotten to them, though, or everything would be charred and burned, wouldn't it? Like, what would have happened to the people?
Fire Nation.
Yeah, they
We
did
should tell
come.
him.
Aang, there's something you need to see.
How did they get up there?
Okay. What is it?
Just a new
She just
waterbending
can't
move
do
I
it.
learned.
You know, you can't protect him forever.
Yeah, so true.
If he finds out that the Fire Nation invaded his home, he'll be devastated.
Hey, guys. I want you to meet somebody.
Who's that?
Monkey Atso, the greatest airbender in the world.
But the true secret is in the gooey center. Ancient cake-making technique isn't the only thing on your mind.
I love old
is it?
wise people. Look at
Monkey
all the
Atso,
bison.
How do I know if I'm ready for this?
Your questions will be answered when you're old enough to enter the Air Temple Sanctuary. Are you going to help me with these cakes or not?
All right.
1, 2. Your aim has improved greatly, my young pupil.
He's working on it. Oh, what a
You
memory.
must miss him.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be anybody in there.
But Aang, no one could have survived in there for 100 years.
The key, Sokka, is airbending.
Gotta have that if you're gonna get in. That's amazing with him is he's fearless. He knows exactly what he wants to do. He has a very hopeful heart and looks at the bright side of almost everything I've seen so far and keeps moving forward. He's always in the lead, just going to the next thing and isn't afraid.
So a 12-year-old boy bested you and your firebenders. You're more pathetic than I. Capturing the Avatar is too important to leave in a teenager's hands. He's mine now.
More tea, please.
Hero, he's like, it's all good.
Statues? That's it? Where's the meat?
Who are all these people?
I'm not sure. But it feels like I know them somehow.
Air, water, earth, and fire.
That's the Avatar cycle.
Of course. They're avatars. All these people are your past lives, Aang.
Wow.
Wow.
There are so many.
He's had a lot of lives
Past
all the way
lives?
up.
Katara, you really believe in that stuff?
It's true. When the Avatar dies, he's reincarnated into the next nation in the cycle.
Oh, look at that.
Aang, snap out of... Who is that?
That's Avatar Roku, the Avatar before me.
You just couldn't get any weirder. That firebender won't know what hit him.
Some kind of lamer. Yeah.
Dinner.
Don't
It's
listen
like
to him.
dinner.
You're gonna be my new pet.
Not if I get him first.
Aang's like, no problem. Oh. Oh, wow.
Hey, no fair!
Once I'm out to sea, my guards will escort you back to your ship, and you'll be free to go.
Why? Are you worried I'm going to try and stop you?
You can't compete with me. I have hundreds of warships under my command, and you're just a banished prince. No home.
Hero is just a good guy who's not going to tell him you're amazing and you're awesome, you're everything, but he never puts him down. He always lifts him up and inspires him, and leads him. Commander Zhao is like, you're a piece of garbage. I don't need you. He's just ruthless, typical commander. But Zuko, man, he is not going to give up.
Once I deliver the Avatar to my father, he will welcome me home with honor
So he wants
and
to
restore
prove it
my
to his
rightful
dad.
place on the throne.
If your father really wanted you home, he would have let you return by now.
Terrible, because it's like so hurtful. Father's banished him. He's got to do something to prove it. If he can get the Avatar, I'll get my rightful place on the throne, which is where I should be. He's angry about it, but he's still also hurt and wants to do something to prove this is a classic father-son. You want to be able to prove that you're worth something, and you want to be able to have a father that says, I'm proud of you and you're capable and you got this and you can do this, but he doesn't have any of that.
You have the scar to prove it.
Oh, maybe you'd like one to match.
Is that a
boy.
challenge?
An Agni-Kai at sunset.
Very well.
Prince Zuko, have you forgotten what happened last time you dueled the master?
His eye. I
I will
thought that
never
was like
forget.
paint, but it must be.
Hey, come back!
Aang's having fun.
Come on out, little lemur. That hungry guy won't bother you anymore.
Nope.
Firebenders? They were here? Gyatso.
Oh, man. Come on, Aang. Everything will be all right. Let's get out of here.
All of them.
Aang!
Oh boy.
Send word to the Fire Lord immediately. The Avatar has returned.
Snap out of it! Ah! He found out Firebenders killed Gyatso.
Oh no! It's his Avatar spirit! He must have triggered it! I'm gonna try and calm him down!
Oh no.
Well, do it!
Remember your
no.
firebending basics, Prince Zuko. They are your greatest weapons.
I refuse to let him win.
Oh no. Basics.
Break his root!
Very good. That's good. Come on, Zuko. The leg sweep, baby. Go for the root. Well done, Zuko. Take him out.
Do it! That's it? Your father raised a coward.
Next time you get in my way, I promise. I won't hold back.
Oh man, so he just showed him like, I can take you out. I just showed you, but I didn't. I could have, but I didn't. Next time, won't be so good. You're going to be taken out for real. Your father raised a coward. No, maybe you raised a guy that's just focused on other things instead of always beating up people. Trying to pull a fast one on him.
Ain't your victory.
Don't cheat.
So this is how the great Commander Zhao acts in defeat.
Exactly. Disgraceful.
Disgraceful.
You were disgraceful the way you
really
handled
mean
that.
Uncle?
Of course. I told you ginseng tea is my favorite.
Not going to tell him the other one.
I
Just
went through
calm.
the same thing when I lost my mom.
Katara, so sweet.
Monk Gyatso and the other airbenders may be gone, but you still have a family.
She did it?
Katara and I aren't gonna
Katara.
let anything happen to you.
Oh.
Promise.
But you were right. And if Firebenders found this temple, that means they found the other ones too. I really am the last Airbender.
Yeah, it's all on you, bud.
Everything's packed. You ready to go?
How is Roku supposed to help me if I can't talk to him?
Maybe you'll find a way.
Can't talk, must eat.
Hey,
I
little
love
guy.
that. He brought food for him. He somehow knew Sokka wanted food. It's, don't
You,
eat me, eat this.
And Appa. Momo.
Homo. I love it. Oh boy, leaving his home. So sad. What an ending. Oh my goodness. That is incredible. To think of where we've come, episode 1, 2, and now 3, and they're off on their adventure. They're off to actually, hopefully, bring the world back to peace through Aang. Well, and all of them as a family, honestly. This is really good stuff. And especially with the mental health piece of, you see the elements of grief, of trauma, of abandonment, attachment, all kinds of things that come into play with all of them having lost. I mean, that could go from Zuko to Katara and Sokka over to Aang. Just so many. And then the issues with Zhao, Commander Zhao, and just how his jealousy and his greed and his power. There's so many elements to this. I could see how it just lends on itself over and over again. I love that. Don't forget, it's not real therapy, but please keep watching. Check out all of the unedited episodes over on Patreon, the VIP tier. That's where it's at. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. And thanks for being a part of the journey on Reaction Therapy.